When you're scrolling through Instagram or TikTok, you've probably noticed something new popping up in your feed. Right there, between the cat videos and dance challenges, are farmers. From showing off a massive prize-winning pumpkin to explaining soil health, farmers are going viral. And today, we're going to dig into the real science behind why that is. So, what's really going on here? Is this just about them trying to market their products directly to us? Or is there something, a little deeper happening? Well, some new research has a fascinating answer. Turns out the answer comes from this really comprehensive new study that looks at this exact question. And what they found is pretty amazing. A farmer's journey to becoming a social media user is this whole story of human behavior, full of intentions, obstacles, and some really surprising outcomes. And hey, this isn't just a local thing, not at all. The researchers looked at data from all over the world. China, the Czech Republic, the US, you name it. This really is a global shift. Okay, so let's start at square one. What's that initial spark? Think about it. Farming is one of the most demanding jobs on the planet. What makes someone decide, you know what I need? A TikTok account. Well, the study points to four big reasons, or what they call antecedents. First up, and this is a big one, is just how easy it is to use these apps now. Then you've got social networking. This is huge for them. It lets them connect with their entire supply chain, collaborate with other farmers. Third is peer communication, which becomes this super powerful tool for promotion and strategic talks. And finally, these platforms unlock totally new skills, helping them pick up business know-how and share critical production knowledge. Okay, but let's be real. We all know that having a good reason to do something, that's just the start, right? The gap between wanting to do it and actually doing it, well, that's where the story gets really juicy. And that brings us right to the heart of this research, that classic struggle, right? What we plan to do versus what actually happens. So for a long, long time, researchers used these models that pretty much only looked at a person's intention. For a farmer, that's like thinking, I plan to use Facebook to market my produce. But this new research, it gives us a much more realistic way of looking at things. It actually factors in all the real-world stuff that gets in the way, connecting the dots between that intention and what someone actually does. Okay, so this new framework, this is the key. It's called the Attitude Behavior Constraint Model, or ABC for short. It's simple but so powerful. It basically says our actual behavior, the B, isn't just about our attitude, the A. The real game changer here is the C, the constraints we're all dealing with. Let me walk you through how this works. It makes so much sense. So, step one, the attitude. A farmer thinks, okay, I'm going to market my produce online. That's the goal. Step two, the constraints. But then, bam, real life happens. The internet in their rural area is terrible. They're dead tired after working all day. And maybe, just maybe, they don't feel super comfortable being an influencer. Step three, the behavior. So what's the actual result? It's not the daily posts they dreamed of. It's more like one post a week, if they're lucky. And this is exactly why this new model is such a big deal. The researchers even say it themselves, right here. Those older models, like something called TAM, they just couldn't explain that gap. The one between saying you'll use social media and actually using it. The ABC model finally gives us that missing piece of the puzzle, the constraints.
So what are these constraints?
Well, what's so fascinating is that they're often kind of invisible, right? We don't always think about them. We're talking about really basic stuff like poor infrastructure, maybe no internet at all. Then there's the cost of the tech, or just not knowing how to use it, or even a deep-seated fear and distrust of technology. Just imagine being an absolute expert in your field, like crop rotation, but feeling totally lost trying to figure out the Instagram algorithm. These are the real hurdles. So what happens to the farmers who manage to push through all that? The ones who figure out how to jump those hurdles and actually build an online presence? What's their digital harvest look like? Oh, the results are huge. The data shows three major positive outcomes. First, and this one's probably no surprise, is business growth. We're talking more sales, new partnerships, the whole deal. Second, they build up a stronger reputation and a real sense of trust with the public. And third, and this might be the most important one for our future, is they get this incredible platform to promote and talk about sustainable farming. So you see, this is about so much more than just getting likes or followers. For these farmers, getting online is a seriously powerful way to build a stronger business, and honestly, to help build a more sustainable future for every single one of us.
All right, but here's the final twist. This whole story, it's not really just about farmers. It's about all of us.
This whole three-step process, right? This spark, the hurdles, and then the final result, it's basically a universal blueprint for how humans get things done, or don't get things done. It applies to every single one of us in pretty much everything we do. Just think about it for a second. This model is the perfect explanation for why you might decide you're going to start a new workout plan. That's your attitude. But the constraints of a crazy schedule and just being tired lead to the behavior of, well, skipping a few days or a week. It's why we buy a book we're so excited about and then never finish it. Our good intentions are always up against our real-world constraints.
So I'm going to leave you with a question to chew on. What are the invisible constraints in your own life? What are those quiet, real-world hurdles that are standing between what you intend to do and what you actually do? Because, just seeing them, that's the first step to finally getting over them.